Now, Graham Pate and his pal Pate seem to know that they're in a book. Have you had any reaction to that?
Yeah, this really gets people going. The fact that I'm accused of breaking the fourth wall, which is a bit strange because that's a theatrical term rather than a writing one. But the idea that Graham and Pate know that they're in a book and at one point talk to the author, some people find it quite funny. Other people get furious with it. And yet, I'm not the first person that's played with that. One example is John Fowles in The French Lieutenant's Woman, where one of the main characters actually meets the author observing him. The author writes, "I take my purse," they're in a train by the way, "I take my purse from the pocket of my frock coat. I extract a florin. I rest it on my right thumbnail. I flick it, spinning, 2 feet into the air, and catch it in my left hand." This is him trying to decide the fate of the character. So be it. And I'm suddenly aware that Charles has opened his eyes and is looking at me. There's something more than disapproval in his eyes now. He perceives I am either a gambler or mentally deranged. I return his disapproval and my florin to my purse. So Charles, one of the main characters in The French Lieutenant's Woman, actually meets John Fowles. John Fowles is back in Victorian times watching him in this train. So although he meets John Fowles, he never actually twigs that it is the author. The difference in my book is that Graham and Pate do speak to the author and do realise they're in a book, and that puts an awful lot of extra pressure on them because they suddenly realise that if they don't do something entertaining, then nobody's going to publish the book, nobody's going to buy it. So they're sitting around going, well, what should we do? We're going to have to perform somehow. And the author's saying, well, come on, get on with it. And they're saying, we're not quite sure what we're meant to do. They suddenly realise that the fate of the book is in their hands, not just the author's. But basically, Graham's just an idiot. No, he's not an idiot. He's really quite intelligent. But the problem is he's got such an analytical brain that he keeps trying to work everything out in detail instead of just trusting his instinct. And that means that sometimes he's so busy being clever that he misses the blindingly obvious. Schrödinger's Caterpillar by Zane Stumpo.